It's time now to hear from Professor Shigeru Morita. He's a professor of dairy science at the Rakuno Gakuen University in Japan. He's kindly accepted our invitation to share with you today his knowledge and understanding on robotic milking from a Japanese perspective.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nico, for inviting this nice meeting. So my name is Shigeru Morita. Shigeru is first name. So normally people call me Shige. So I worked in Rakuno Gakuen University. It means the University of Dairy Science, and many boys and girls whose house are dairy farm are coming to my university. So I am professor of animal management and behavior. No, sorry. This is, yeah. No. This is okay?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. So, no. The next slide. No. How to go the next slide. Okay. So Japan is a very long island from the north to south. So climate is very different condition between the area. In Japan, now yearly the milk yield is 7,300,000 tons, and last 20 years it was decreased 1 million ton because of the quickly decreased dairy farmer. Hokkaido, our island, produced 50% of milk in Japan, and 1 million milking cows in it's 15,000 farms in Japan. And in Hokkaido, 500,000 cows in 6,000 farms in our island. It's mean our island dairy farmer are bigger, about the double size of the milking cows in the dairy farm. And so robotic milking in Japan now. So general information status, the first robot in Japan introduced into Obihiro University farm in 1993. In 1997, first milking robot, it's a lady type 8 installed in commercial farm. Now, its data is October in this year. 1,000 robots in 500 farms in Japan, and this is 3% robot farm in Japan. In Hokkaido level, 730 robots in 350 farm. It is 6% of Hokkaido dairy farm. For example, 2 years ago, 560 robots in 330 farm in Japan. So it is double in this 2 years. Now also very rapid adoption. Okay. At adoption of AMS in Japan, the aim of farmer, it means why farmer install the robot system, it's 3 reasons are there. First is labor saving. It's a traditional use we call. They built new barn, but they didn't have or make sub barn for the cow who cannot milk in AMS system. In AMS system barn, some fetched cow below, it means 5% work for long interval time cows. So they want to make one operator milking for around 60 cows. And nowadays, second aim farmer is for high production farmer. They their milking cow had about 30,000 kilograms per 305 day. Cow yield about 30 kilogram to 70 kilogram per day, and on average 45 kilogram of milk yield. The group feeding PMR system and the individual supplementation of concentrate, it may be up to 9 kilogram per day, and frequent milking and individually is a very strong point for they installed their herd of dairy cows. And also it's also more, they want more cows want to keep the one robot. The dairy milk production want to over the 3,000 kilograms per robot. These farmers use that is the AMS farmer use social network system. So like Facebook, they discussed how to adopting a rearing system to very high production system condition. So super high production farmer appear in AMS group like over 3,000 kilogram per day per robot. This is now Japanese three-way use in Japan. So first one is a labor saving group. The producing level is up to 1,800 kilogram per robot, or 2,000 kilogram per robot. It means 35 kilogram per cow and about 50 cows per robot. I think that this level, 35 kilogram and 50 cows in one robot, is very good for the smooth operation of milking system. But another one, the target of the produce single goal, it's 2,500 kilograms per robot is a goal of milk production group are there. It means 45 kilograms per cow and 55 cows per robot they have to keep, they want to keep. And then nowadays, some difference or some new group is appeared, like here. It's a super high producing farmer. It's over the 3,000 kilogram per day per robot, and they keep the cows milked average 45 kilogram per cow, and also the number of cows is 65 or 70 cows in the barn per robot. It is so sometimes they need employee for keep sub-barn because they choose good condition cows from the another sub-barn to AMS system. They need employee for keep sub-barn, and also a lot of cows they they kept a lot of cows, so they need a lot of fetched cows who don't not enter or cannot enter robot. Sometimes it is not so labor-saving system, but they make very high protection per robot. For the high production, more milk yield per cow, and more cows kept in one group. The AMS is based on the cow voluntary visiting for high production. The frequent and the rhythmic visit to robot is necessary. For example, the genetic ability of the learning of cows or feeding method, PMR, and concentrate in robot, how many offered, also cow traffic system. So we estimate the theoretical limitation of the number of milking was 386 milking per 2 robot per day in 40 or 45 kilogram milk yield condition. I show you the result of the change of milking times, milking frequency, as in the visiting frequency with number of cows. In milking frequency, it increased with the number of cows, and the slope of its equation is 1.86. It's under 2. On the other hand, visiting frequency decrease over the 105 cows. The intersection of these two equations at about 141 cows, and the number of milkings at the time is 386 milking at this point. Of course, it's a theoretical limitation and not non-actual, but it might be the limitation of the machine ability. It's a relationship between the milking and the visiting frequency per cows data. It also means the limitation is 100 around 40, and also at 145 cows per 2 robots, it was estimated the average milking times per cow was 2. It's not a benefit for the milking automatic milking system. So automatic milking system give the choice of the milking to cows. Normally, the resting and eating the cow can choice every time, but milking they can choice in the free cow traffic system. But if the number of cows increasing, and if the just front of the entrance of the just front of the automatic milking machine, the number of rearing cows in AMS is increasing, it will be a competition. It's a negative index for animal welfare. We compared the on-farm evaluation of animal welfare with Japanese system. It's no different with the para system and the robotic system. And then another point of a farmer interested in is for quality of milk, especially it rancid flavor. So the percentage of milking that is less than 8 kilogram in is an index of the risk of rancid. It's very clear the index. So increasing the milking frequency produces a risk of abnormal flavor of the milk. It's also important problems. So because of the automatic milking system based on the voluntary visit to robot by cows, cows' motivation for visiting to milking robot is very important. Have to investigate in the commercial dairy farm. And the number of milkings in the result between setting milking interval by human and visiting pattern of cow. A number of visiting is sometimes it's a lot of time visiting is better, but sometimes less time is better because frequent visiting occupy the robot without milking is very inefficient. Is inefficient for operation of the milking robot. So it's a timing of visiting is very important. It means a good visiting pattern and a bad visiting pattern. So I show you the, we want to, maybe I think we want to, human want to, just after the formal milking, the cow won't have to eat and then rest long time and then visit robot just before the milking time. It is a very good rhythmic and effective visit to automatic milking machine for high yielding herd. If every cows do such a visiting, it's more and more cows can keep in one group. But I check a lot of cows for this pattern. Only the 5 or 10% of the cows, it's an ideal pattern. But another one, for example, just after the formal milking time, they visit sometimes and then also come to milking machine. So it's produced confusion of at the front of automatic machine. Another one is a lot of time visit to in middle point of the interval, and another is another pattern of the visiting. So also individual cows temperament and for visiting to robot is very important. And also Japan, we have almost no grazing, almost no AMS with graze. And also we have the 70% dairy farm use tie-stall barn. So we need a robot for tie-stall barn for the normal dairy farmer. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much, Nico. It finished my presentation.
Thank you very much, Shige. Really good material there and really good, a lot of good work that I can see there. So there's a couple of questions that came through and I've got some too. One is, what genetics do farmers in Japan use? Is it primarily Holstein?
Yes.
Perfect.
Holstein, yeah.
Perfect. The other one, when you talked about labor saving versus high production and super high,
yeah.
Do labor saving farmers fetch less often?
Yeah, they don't want to fetch a lot of cows because they pay a lot. They do the very long time for the rearing management. So they don't want to. They don't fetch the cow.
Yeah, and when they fetch based on milking interval. So depending how much time since the last milking?
Maybe the 16 or 14 or 12. It depends on the farmer, but maybe
Perfect.
12 or 14
Excellent.
hours.
Thank you for that. The other question is, it's good to see that you're working, and I think Doug Reinemann, Yanni Garcia, a lot of people have been talking about pushing the boundaries and optimizing performance. In the case of Japan, is that a
Yes.
research project, or are farmers in Japan looking to push the boundaries too?
Some researchers want to, but a lot of farmers connecting with by the SNS, so they want to push the more effective way for automatic milking system. Yeah, correct? No,
Yep.
that's a different question. Sorry.
Yeah, no, perfect. Then you talked about farmers that try to save labor and that have a conventional milking too.
Yeah.
So do most of the farmers that have AMS also have a conventional parlor on the farm?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Almost farmer have a sub van and sub milking system, but if for labor saving, that the time or keep the number of cows keep in the old barn, it's very it's a the farmer have to milking in the old barn. It's a not efficient barn, so they want to move to the a lot of cows to automatic milking system.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough to be more labor efficient and be able to work in a better installation. The last
Yeah.
question, Shige, is, and this is a question that I have. I'm aware that Japan has some subsidies for farmers to install robots. Can you tell us a bit more of this? How much do they subsidize? Why is the government supporting robots?
Yes. Now, it's some politics. I don't know the economy, but very big money for the intelligence or for smart farming. Money from the government or some another cooperation pay the money for the farmer. But I don't know the price of the such money, financial support.
Yeah, so it's funding anything that could be smart farming, so not only robots.
Yeah, not only robot, but now, for example, the smart farming, all time, any times the dairy farmer choose the robot.
Yeah, so they choose to install robots as a better option.
Yeah, that's right.
Excellent.
So,
Do you think those subsidies are going to be there for long, or they're going to only last some time more?
sorry.
Sorry, do you think the subsidies from the government are going to be here for a long time, or they're going to finish soon?
No, I don't know. But maybe do not stop in this year. But I don't know how long to continue this situation. I don't know.
Okay, perfect. And
Nobody knows.
the last, no,
Sorry,
that's
nobody
perfectly
knows.
fine. The last question, Shige, is there any robotic rotary in Japan? The AMR or the GEA one?
I heard one robot in Hokkaido, the AMR in Obihiro, the center point of the Hokkaido, but maybe more quick installed the AMR system. But I have never seen that system.
You have to go and visit.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent, Shige. Look, I want to thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very
It's
much.
a great presentation, and it's good to see that you're doing such a good work trying to help the farmers around those strategies of labor savings, high production, and super high, and also trying to push the boundaries and understand how cows behave between milkings. So
Yes,
congratulations
thank
on that.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nico.
No worries. Thank you for your time. And
Yeah,
yes, thank you for everything.
yeah, thank you.